Okay, here's our third video on this. I'll turn the camera around this way. This liner from the outside of the shower, it's supposed to go all the way down to the floor. You can see that nowhere does it go all the way down to the floor, and over here it's way up. And then if I come in on this side, all the way down, I'm going to lift this up just a little bit. You can see that the top two 2x4s look good. That bottom 2x4 is just saturated. That's like that most of the way across. Looking inside the shower, this corner is not folded over like it should be. You can see a little bit better example on that corner. That corner is not cut. You can see they folded the two sides over each other, which is what you're supposed to do. And then back over here, like I showed earlier, is not folded up at all right, and it doesn't come in. And then again, all the nails in the liner. Another thing, I mean, we can see that the liner is definitely damp, especially in that corner over there. We haven't pulled the liner up. We're going to do that here in just a minute. Around this drain, there should be weep hole protectors. Right here are the weeps, and water's going to seep into those. I'm 99% sure that the drain is installed not quite right, but I'll confirm that here in just a minute. We don't do this kind of shower all the time, and so the drains are different from what we're used to. Anyway, we're going to start pulling this liner up. What we want to see under the liner is what's called a preslope. There should be a layer of thinset or deck mud underneath the liner over the plywood that should slope from the high point back to the drain. That way all the water drains out of the shower. And so anyway, we'll start peeling this liner up and we'll see what's going on there. I mean, we'll just pull it off with the screw heads if you can, and if not, we'll start from a different side. Hopefully once we get it started here, it'll start pulling. The other thing, down here at this bottom, all the way around, there should be solid blocking to keep the liner from pushing into the stud cavity. And of course, that's nowhere to be seen either. And we can also start to see a little bit now where it looks like the bottom plate over here is had some water exposure to it from the pan. Definitely doesn't smell very good. Lots of mildew and kind of a moldy smell up there by the shower. You can see water's been getting into that decking there. I mean, it just doesn't take a lot to do it right. And then yeah, we see that it's right on top of the plywood, which means that liner doesn't have a way to drain all the water off. And we can see all the discoloration on the plywood from the water that's wicked its way under and between the liner. There is a little bit of concrete right there. And so they put a little bit of something on that part. But
it looks like they tried to put some of it, but this is soaked.
Yeah. And so it's just kind of sitting. The water's definitely getting way underneath of this thing. I mean, and every time we pull something else up, it is just another smell exposed. So anyway, well, we'll take this. Might do one more quick video here at the end around the drain, but that just kind of gives an example of what we see and why it's important and critical that the people building your shower do a good job. I mean, look at all the water underneath here. Then there's a little bit, looks like some mold maybe. I mean, man. And again, the smell is just not really a good way to describe it. I mean, it's just, it'll air out and get out of here, but it's just not good. Anyway, we'll keep you updated as we go.